Hi. One thing that people really cannot stand are children who cry on a plane. We've all seen those videos of people just freaking out because there's a child who cannot stop screaming or crying or kicking.
Rate my 29-hour flight to Berlin.
Here comes the screaming kid. Love to fly. It's gonna be my seatmate. Here he comes.
People are mad at this kid's parents for letting him wear a flashing costume on a plane. So this kid and his dad were on a flight. When the kid decided to put on his costume lights, it was nighttime and people on the plane were trying to get some sleep. Everyone on the plane was super annoyed by it and started staring at him. Now after this video going viral, people got mad, saying how is this even allowed?
Use the private jet that you have in your backyard. Oh wait, you don't have one? Okay. Noise cancelling headphones. They're much cheaper. Use them.
So this is what the parents had to say regarding their screaming children. Babies act like babies, but so many adults like this act like babies too. How else are they supposed to travel? Or should they just stay home for the next 8 years? Because Lord knows young kids ain't any quieter. LOL. Now, I agree with Tina to some extent. I agree in terms of if your kid has to travel because it's an emergency. Say you're going for a funeral or someone is sick or something like you have to travel, or you're relocating, you got a new job and you have to move. That I understand. What I don't understand are people who travel with babies for pleasure. Like you're going on holiday. First of all, your kid will not even remember that day holiday. Also, if you know your child is not well mannered, why would you want to put them on a 7-hour flight? I mean, as adults, we get restless on a 7-hour flight, but it's because we are adults, so we can sit there and you can take it for 7 hours. With a child, in 30 minutes, they're already bored. They want to move around. They want to play. They want to go out. They feel restless. So why would you want to put them on a 7-hour flight just to spend 3 days in Singapore? People don't realize it's public transportation. Flying doesn't make you fancy. If you don't want to be by kids, get a first-class ticket. Bring noise-canceling headphones. Parents are stressed out enough as it is. Okay, so we're the one who are just supposed to take it. You know, like my kid is crying. I don't know, get headphones. That's the solution, apparently. You don't want kids? Fine. But kids are part of the society and you have to live with that. Yes, I have to live with kids, but I don't have to live with the noise. So when this airline announced that they will be testing out a child-free section on planes where it's only adults and no kids allowed, I thought, oh my God, that's like an answered prayer, because it's heaven. Imagine a flight with no kids.
Adult-only flights, yay or nay? Definitely a controversial topic. So this company PhotoAid did a study at the beginning of the year, and they found that 8 out of 10 travelers would opt for and prefer the option for adult-only flights. And not only that, but they would actually pay up to 10 to 30% more for their ticket if they knew that they were an adult-only flight, especially for long-haul flights. Now, interestingly enough, the remaining 20%, that wouldn't necessarily be something that they were interested in. They were actually in favor of having adults-only sections on flights.
So they said, for just a little extra, you'll be guaranteed a space where there are no children. So no screams, no kicking of your seats, none of that. It will be adult only. And I thought, perfect. You know, that's all we've been asking for. Just an adult-only flight where you don't have to interact with anyone's kids. And I thought it's perfect for everyone, because parents are always complaining that we don't understand, people without kids don't understand that the parent is actually even more stressed than the child themselves, you know. And I empathize to that level. But then I'm thinking, now this is a perfect solution. Personally, I don't mind paying extra. I don't mind paying extra if I am guaranteed that there will be no kids next to me. So I thought this was a perfect solution. Turns out parents are still complaining that that is discrimination. How is this discrimination? Stop treating babies like they're subhuman. We just asked for our own section on the plane. How are we treating babies like they're subhuman? Our whole lives we have tolerated flying together. Why is this world getting so divided on every freaking level? Unreal. So now people have to feel bad about bringing kids on planes? Okay, make me understand, how is saying we want adult-only flights? How does that mean that we want to make parents feel bad about bringing their kids on the plane? How is this even a thing? What people don't understand is we're not saying parents should not come to adult-only sections. We're only saying that during the time when you're flying with your child, you will not sit with the adults. You will sit with the children. So this one is saying, I already have kids, but my kids don't cry and scream during a flight, and I don't want to be in a kids-only flight with screaming kids just like you. Okay, then on the day of travel, just don't come with your kids. How is this so hard? I don't need a separate plane for kids only. My kids are quiet, and I don't need a plane full of kids that scream just because I travel with my kids. I don't think we should pay extra for kid-free or noise-free. They should pay extra for bringing the kids to the quiet environment. Agree. Sometimes they should separate plane areas for kids under 8. Simple, right? No, not simple. Why? My kids are quiet. Why should I have to deal with that just because I take my kids with me? I want a quiet flight also. I don't understand. Why don't you just leave them at home? Discriminating babies is crazy. No, it's supporting silence. My kids don't make noise. I think it's a little bit unfair if we have to deal with the kids like this on the flight. Okay, we're not saying that parents should not be on this plane. We're just saying on the day when you have your kids, you cannot enter this other section. I don't want to be stuck on a flight with screaming kids, and the only way to fly is on a kids-only flight because my kids are going with me. I understand. I understand that as a parent, your kids may be well behaved, so you may not want to fly on this flight with other parents. But guess what? You're a parent. Why is nobody complaining about kids-free hotels, but as soon as people ask for kids-free flights, it's suddenly a huge problem? Here's the answer. Because commercial flights are a form of transportation, not a luxury like hotels are. Here's another one that I liked. You couldn't have flights without children because it's classed for discriminating. Who are we discriminating against? I thought that having a child-free flight would be the solution. You know, just have one flight where you have all the parents, they can have all their children, they can enjoy the mess, they can enjoy the screams, they can enjoy the fights. I mean, come on, they're already used to that life. And then on the other side, we can have a child-free flight with everybody that's over 18, everybody enjoying their peace and quiet because, again, we're used to that. But alas, I was wrong. Even people with children still want to sit with us. I would love to hear what you guys think, and I have 2 questions for you. One, is it discrimination against parents if we have child-free flights? Two, who should bear this extra cost that airlines are gonna charge for having child-free flights? Should it be child-free people paying extra because they're the ones that want peace and quiet? Or should it be the parents who are bringing noise into an otherwise quiet place? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Please remember to subscribe and see you soon.